Today, we turn to one of the most transformative ideas in all of biology: evolution by natural selection. This story begins with a young Charles Darwin, a naturalist who set sail aboard the HMS Beagle in 1831. At just 22 years old, Darwin embarked on a 5-year voyage that would take him across the globe. While the Beagle's official mission was to chart coastlines, Darwin spent his time observing, collecting, and thinking. It was this journey, particularly his time in South America and the Galapagos Islands, that planted the seeds of his revolutionary theory. Darwin observed not only living species, but also the fossilized remains of extinct organisms. Fossils of giant armadillo-like creatures in South America raised profound questions. Why were these massive animals no longer alive? And why did their smaller, modern relatives live in the same regions? He also noticed patterns of life, how species seemed to vary depending on their environment. On the Galapagos, for instance, Darwin saw that finches on different islands had distinct beak shapes, each seemingly suited to the type of food available. These observations hinted that species were not fixed, but instead adapted to their surroundings. Back in England, Darwin found an intellectual spark in the work of Thomas Malthus. Malthus argued that human populations grow faster than food supplies, leading to competition and struggle. Darwin extended this idea to nature itself. All organisms produce more offspring than can possibly survive, and only those best suited to their environments tend to persist. This insight became the core of natural selection, nature's way of choosing which traits continue into future generations. But how do we test such a sweeping theory? In modern biology, DNA provides some of the most compelling evidence for evolutionary divergence. By comparing genetic sequences across species, scientists can trace evolutionary relationships and estimate how long ago lineages split. The more similar the DNA, the more recent the common ancestor. For instance, humans and chimpanzees share over 98% of their DNA, confirming that we diverged from a shared lineage relatively recently in geological time. Of course, Darwin's theory has faced criticisms, both historically and today. Some argue it conflicts with religious beliefs. Others claim it cannot be directly observed, and some misunderstand it as just a theory. But scientific merit lies in testability, predictive power, and the accumulation of evidence. Evolution passes these tests repeatedly. We see natural selection in action with antibiotic resistance, observe transitional fossils that bridge major groups, and confirm genetic predictions with molecular data. While critics raise philosophical or ideological concerns, the scientific foundation of Darwin's ideas remains extraordinarily robust.